Hi, it's me, Tina from Ideas and Embellishment, and here is a video. What I want to do is make a journal. So I'm going to use this packaging because right now I do not have any book board, and I really don't want to purchase any, so I'm not gonna. Let's see, I need to, this is a cereal box, as you can see. I'm just gonna cut down here. First thing I'm gonna do is make the cover. I tea dyed a lot of paper yesterday, and the way I did that is I just made I made 10, I got 10 small, I went to Walmart and got really inexpensive, tea, black tea. And it was only like $2 for 100. And I put 10 of them in a pot, and I just, 10 of them in a pot, and I'm just lining this up right here. Anyway, I put 10 in a pot, let it steep, and then I just dipped my paper in it, and they're all drying downstairs. If you're in my Facebook group, you've probably seen, you've probably seen the picture where I have them. I am cutting off, like there's this little raised thing, I don't know if you can see it or not, but where the fold is, I'm cutting that off because I don't want that. I'm cutting that off. Like so. This isn't going to be a very big journal because when you're using a cereal box, you need right much, you want it to be pretty substantial. So what I'm going to do, and I always do this, I have a piece of regular copy paper. And the easiest thing to do, let's see, this is going to be smaller, which will be fine, is say like this, and then I'll do like this. So I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to cut that. Probably should have done a little bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. And so what I've got here, it looks like it's about 5.5. Let's just say 5. Let's just do that, 5.5. And then that way I know it's kind of 5.5, 5.5. Okay, so 2 of those. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to cut this off. And so, I mean, oh, look, it's not, I tell you sometimes, it wasn't straight. Did you see that? It wasn't straight. It looked straight, but it wasn't straight. I want it to be straight. So if you don't have, use what you have. So 5.5, 5.5. And we'll keep these. Actually, I'm gonna throw those away because I have the others. So I have this. I'm going to get, let's see if I can find this little, I'm going to use this little thing, and I'm going to rough it up a little bit. Hopefully this isn't going to shake the table. Sorry if it shakes the table. I just want to rough this up a little bit. Rough it up a little bit. A lot of people will use one piece, just like one piece of the packaging. I think it's too thin, so I would not use one piece. I would use maybe two, maybe even three. But for this, I don't like using, let me get me a kitchen towel. Well, paper, I call these paper towels. Some people call them kitchen towels, I call them paper towels, whatever. And the other thing that you can do is, if you want it to be really thick, is to find another piece, is to find some corrugated cardboard. This is a piece of corrugated cardboard from off of a calendar. And I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 pieces of this. Just because, what did I do? Well, let me see. I'll use the cutter. Let me get my big cutter. I like my stuff to be really sturdy. So, and how much, let me look at this. This was 5.5. Yeah, so we'll just do the same thing over here. 5.5. What did I do? Oh, haha. 5. Darn it, Tina. 5.5. This should work. Okay, and then I'm gonna go 5.5 on this side. And this is just from I just want to give it some really good, I want it to be really good and sturdy. Another thing you can do is use an old book. I don't know why this didn't want to cut. It's fine. And you can also use a piece of cardboard from a box. But like I said, I don't like corrugated cardboard because it tends to fold weird, if that makes sense. Go ahead and just perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and make another piece. The other thing you can do is use a book, but this may be overkill, y'all, but honestly, I'm going to put these in my shop. So I want them to be really good. Really good, really gooder and gooder. Okay. Okay. So we have these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to sandwich this piece of cardboard in between my beautiful packaging. We need to figure out how big of a spine we want, and I'm probably going to need some more cardboard. Oh, wait, you know what? I threw them. I actually have this box, so I can use it. I can use this box. Just from a stapler. And what I'm going to do with this is, let's see. Because I'm measuring, because this is how I measure. We'll go ahead and do this. Put these aside really quickly. And I'm going to use my cutter and cut this off. No, I think I'm not. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I think it'll be fine. All right. And I need to cut this little piece off because it's bothering me. This tiny little piece of that thing right there. Okay. Now we have our 3 pieces. We can keep some of this cardboard. Sometimes you can keep, you know, you want to keep the cardboard for like offsetting or moving things up or whatever. Oh no, where is my tape? I need to find my tape. Oh, there it is. Okay. So the way I like to do it, and you guys have seen me do this before, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there, is take, I've got a mess, is take a piece of tape. This is just regular old tape, packing tape that you would get. I think you can get it at the Dollar Tree or whatever. And I put a little piece here on the top here. And you want it to be straight, y'all. Too straight, much straightness. And burnish that down real good. And then I take one of these little dowels that I have and I put it in the center here. I'm going to line my spine up. I'm going to use this, and then the lines on my thing. I'm going to use the lines on my thing. The lines on my thing. Yes, that's exactly what I said. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to get another piece. You know, maybe another piece. Or maybe not. Y'all hate. All right. Anybody else have issues with tape? Sorry. What is going on? Okay. This is called upsetting me and making me mad. All right, we're gonna, I think you're supposed to put them under these little things. All right. And here we go. I want to make sure it's long enough. Definitely make sure it's long enough. This is just an old way of doing it. I know a lot of people have issues with making the journal. This is like a really easy way if you don't have a book. Do you know what I mean by a book? You can also use you can go to the thrift store and get a book. But what I'm doing here is I'm using stuff that I have. So that's why I'm doing this. So then on the back side, you want to lay that down. Then you want to get like a bone folder and you want to go down in that crease so that those two pieces of tape stick together. And then you fold it up like this. Okay, so those two pieces of tape are stucking together. Do the other side the same way. Like so. Bone folder. Before you stick down that other side, you want that stuck in there. This gives it very much there, like that. Okay. You want to get rid of that tape. Easy peasy. I need my garbage can. Okay. And again. And now. Okay. So now you also, where this is, you want to scuff up this tape. Scuff it up real good with your little sandpaper. This is just a little sander, a hand sander I got on at Amazon. I love this little thing. It is so handy. You can also just use a sander, like you can get a sanding block from the Dollar Tree. It's just that this will make it so that your, if it's not shiny, things will stick to it better. That's all. I mean, I've tried, honestly, and I'm sorry if I'm shaking the thing, but this is how you do it. And then, of course, get rid of that. So what we have now is this. I love it. Okay, put that back. Now what I did is I went to Walmart and I bought 3 pieces of fabric. Whoops. Sorry. This is a beach one. I thought it was really pretty. I don't know if anybody's into a beach theme, but I think the first one I'm just going to do in this fabric because I think it'll just be, it's neutral. Also, this is really pretty. Maybe this one because it's getting close to Valentine's Day. So one of the things I like to use is this acrylic gel matte medium. All right, and now one of the things, the first thing you want to do is you want to open up your fabric. Like I said, I got this at Walmart. I want to look and make sure that it's not too dark. So I'm not really, what I think I'm going to do with this, because it looks a little dark to me, is I'm going to get me some of my gesso. And I'm going to go ahead and paint over this. Okay, so I dried this with my heat gun. And I got some water. And then with the gesso. And I just, anyway, so I'm taking some of this Liquitex medium. And it's, you can use, I've also used PVA glue before. But actually, just like a regular PVA, but I'm just using what I have. So this is what I have, and I can't remember who recommended it, but, or where I saw it first. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it, I'll leave a little bit of room, like a little bit of room. I want to put it up there as best as I can. And I want these wrinkles spread out. I probably should have ironed it, but I didn't. So I'm going to take my favorite scraper tool, if I could find it. And also, I'll tell you one thing you could use to do this is brayer. If you have a brayer. Brayers are wonderful. Let's see what this is like. Okay. This isn't exactly a Valentine's Day thing, but, you know, I was thinking maybe. Okay. So I'm going to keep and I'm going to cut around it here. Sorry, I was out of frame a little bit. I'm just cutting around this a little bit like that, and I have a little bit left over. Okay, now you can go ahead and if you want to put gesso on the inside, I'm not going to do that, but I am going to get my corner miter tool in here, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use a pencil to make a little mark. And I use this corner miter tool just because I'm kind of lazy. So, and if anybody wants to know where I got the corner miter tool, it is from, oh Lord, there goes something. www.colorwayarts.com. It looks like somebody just knocked over something. I'll cut those corners off. Cut those corners off. And then I think what I'm going to do is put a piece right here, actually. Just like right here. And I want this to be here. Go ahead and tear that. And I already put up my stuff. It's okay. I'll go get some more. And sometimes I will just use a regular, like a regular piece of fabric, just a white piece of fabric. So just because I like to make the you know, I like to have it a little bit more substantial in the middle. Just a little bit. And also it gives it a little finish, you know what I mean? Like finishes it off a little bit. So on the inside, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. I'm not going to worry about, I think I'm going to, so you want to go along the edges like here. And then fold it. And you also want to make sure that those things get in there. Like that. I'm not too worried about what this looks like because on the inside, I'm going to put paper, some kind of paper, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. I always like to do the long sides first. And it's just a matter of preference. It doesn't really matter if you do the long sides or the short sides first. But it's just whatever you want. Just make sure these things are pushed in. So that's why I like to push them in. And here, just bringing it in like that. Stay. So it's like that, see? All right, and then the sides. Now these, right, this little, if you see these little pieces right here, like on the sides right here, you want to like push those in a little bit. If that makes sense. Squish them. And that's what makes your really good corners. The other thing is that you can use corner pieces, which I might. Sometimes I like to use the corner pieces. I like to, I'm trying to fold that in. And then fold that in. And then I get messy. All right, now stay in there. I got glue all over my hands. Let me add this one. It needs a little more help. Or not. Come on, stay. Just glue. Oh, Lord. And the other side. Now, this is, now you want to let this dry really good, really well. And it probably will take a few hours, but that's okay. You want it to dry well. I don't like that corner right there, so I'm gonna fix it. This to go in, and then, yeah, like that. And you have your, there you have your book. Now, I have a couple of these dowels. What I might do is go ahead, get another one. Little dowels, so that this will these will like kind of stay in there, if that makes sense. All right, that's not gonna work, whatever. Anyway, I could tape them in here, I think, maybe. Or, oh, I got an idea. Tina, what? Clamps. I'm gonna clamp these little dowels inside here so that this little space will stay in there, so it will. And you don't have to do this. I just thought of it. It might even not even be necessary. Somebody might be looking at this going, what is she doing? They might be. They might just be. Okay. So I'm going to leave this to dry. And while that is drying, I will work on the pages. And I will be back with my pages. Okay, so I went down to my basement and I got my pages. And honestly, they came out really nice, I think. See, they're wrinkled. But some of them are pretty, like, I don't know, I was kind of pleased. Basically, you know, they are just tea dyed, and I did a good job. So I think I did a fabulous job. So I am going to use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pages for this journal. And then I'll have 15 for another one, which will be awesome. So another thing I did, I also tea dyed some tracing paper. I don't think I'm going to use, just listen, I love that. I don't think I'm going to use that in this journal, but this is a thicker one, but I love using it in different, like for embellishments and stuff. So while I had it going, I just went ahead and did that. I also pulled out a couple of these book pages, some music, these are from a shorthand book. It's a dictionary page. And these two are some older pages from an advertising magazine that's pretty old. It's vintage. And then I have a sheet of ledger paper. Okay, so my pages, I have measured this book that's still drying, and I figured out that I want it to be 5 3/8 by 7 3/8. So, and this is still drying. So I'm going to take this opportunity now to cut down my pages. And I think what I'm going to do is fold them up. Let's see. This probably could do like 2. And I don't know, maybe do one like this. Just, oh, that's kind of cracked a little bit. One like this. And Okay, so now that I have all my pictures, all my pages cut out, I'm going to just separate them into 3 piles. I need my my knife, wherever I put it. There it is. But it's really important that you have a very sharp knife. So don't do this at home, y'all. I'm gonna get me a piece of tweezer. I'm gonna have to, I wonder if I can break that off. What I always do with this is take some tape and garbage. All right. You do not have to do this. I just like all my pages to be the same. You know what I mean? Like, I want them all to be flush. This doesn't always work out for me. All right, so they're nice, and like I said, you have to, if you're gonna do this, it has to be really a very sharp knife, or you'll end up getting all these little weird edges. This, you don't have to do this. I just do. Sometimes. I don't always do this, but sometimes I do. I just line it up with that edge. And you don't have to do it all at once. You can do it a little bit at a time. Like that. Nice. And there. And one more. Whoops, sorry. Shook. I'm a table shaker. Camera shaker, table shaker, mover and a shaker. All right. Now. Good. All right, now we'll put the signatures in the book, and I will show you how to do that. when I come back. I'm back, and it's a little while later, and I'm going to take these off. And they're probably, no, not stuck. Cool. So now I have this. So now we need to put the pages in, and what I need to do is measure, and I did have my ruler. Oh, it's like right here. Hello. So this spine is about 2 inches. So what I need to do is cut a piece of cardstock. I'm just going to use, not that one. This will work. And I want it to be the same length as my pages. The exact same length as my pages. Okay, I'll cut that down here. And it's going to be 2 inches, but I'm going to make it like 1/8 or something like that. So what this is going to be is this is going to be a template. So what I like to do is just, I fold it in half. Why? Because this is just an easy way to do it, because I don't like to measure. So we have this, and this will be the middle. This will be the middle. This is the middle. And then the middle of this, see if I put my, about right here, then I can, about 1/8 like that. I'm hoping I'm in, let me go ahead and move this underneath that. And then I'm gonna put this down the middle like this. And those two, like this. Okay. Now, I like to go like 3/8, but I think I'm gonna go about 1/2 inch on either side. This is pretty big. I probably didn't need it this big, but I like to have plenty of room for people to put stuff in. Excuse me for sniffling. Okay, and then I'm going to 2 lines together. Then I'm going to put like maybe 1 inch down. Do 1 inch down here on either end. Like that. Now, and then we're going to mark a T. Why? Well, sometimes it might get a little off, so you want to be able to make sure that it is, if it gets a little off, it's the same off on both sides. So sometimes I use this little rubber eraser and an awl or any kind of pokey tool that you have. Okay. And I just poke holes right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here in my thing. I'm going to get some tape, just some painter's tape, and I'm going to put that there. Put that there. And then I'm going to go ahead and poke it through the whole thing. The whole entire book. So you can see the holes back here. Okay. Okay. Then this one. Okay, so now we have all of our holes in here, and they are pretty close in the middle. Pretty close. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Now I'm gonna get my little scoreboard right here. I'm gonna put this, I guess it's two. I can't do a scoreboard, so I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna fold it like right along that middle. Like that. So you have this. Like this. Okay, I'm just gonna. Are you going back to bed? No. Okay. Then you take one of your. Okay. You take one of your things, line this up to the top, and then you take your pokey tool and you poke back through those holes. I like to go in from the side because there, like you have holes like that. Okay, I'm just gonna do one on camera. I usually get a piece of some thread. I use this, or I think I'll use white. I don't have a whole lot of it though, but I'll use it. It's gonna be enough. I think I have enough. We'll see. You go 1, 2, and a little bit over that. And get a needle. Oh, evidently the universe wants me to use this needle, but use this needle. Okay. Yeah. Now I have this book upside down, so I'm gonna, oh no, okay. So what we first to do is go in through the middle hole and in through the middle hole of our book. I'm gonna leave a little tail. You don't want it to come through. Go in the top hole. In the top hole. Like that. And you go all the way down to the bottom. And go in the bottom hole. And then you go in the middle hole again. And then what you want to do is you want to be careful when you come in through that middle hole that you don't split that string. And then you want it to come up on the other side of that middle one. And then you want to pull it tight. The reason you don't want to split it, it won't be able to pull it tight, see? And then you can kind of feel how tight that is. And then you go right over left, left over right. And then cut it off. Okay. Okay, so what I did was I took this and I put the pages in, and I added some pockets and put some of the fabric on top and some black end papers. I also have this little piece that I made, and I'm not sure, but I might, I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this in there or if I'm gonna just put it in with it in case, because it might be a cool place to put a picture, but I think I'm just gonna add it with it in case the person wants to do it, you know, themselves. And on the back here, you know, it's plain, but you can add lace or more fabric if you want to, but I'm just going to leave it like that for whoever gets it, and they can do what they want with it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Was this fun? A journal. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you so much. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.